Here we go.
I guess I'm gonna start this time. Hey guys, we're back. Yes, you had to do some editing here. We're actually on the spells and traps now. I'm pretty sure we got finished with Seraph.
Yeah, we just finished that as we stopped the recording.
Our next card is Nephi Shadal Fusion. This is an equipped spell for Shadal Fusion. It's basically another fusion card for the Shadal arsenal. All I gotta say about it.
Yes, I don't really know much about that card.
Next is Falling Down. I'm the one mentioning this card. This card is a Snatch and Steal for Archfiend players. It's an amazing card. You can steal their card, and then they lose life points for you having it. That's a lot better than Snatch Steal, in my opinion. But you need a Archfiend monster to use it. Next is the Spell Shattering Hero. You know how I was talking about the before, how you get rid of them? Spell Shattering Hero shuts them down quickly. I usually run about 2 or 3 in my extra deck, just because it can stop.
Also, it does come in handy to ever play against Pegasus in a Judas Kingdom. Just thought I'd been that.
Next is Snatch and Steal. My friend here told me that they covered it, but they didn't really cover it, they just talked about it. Snatch Steal is an amazing card. A lot of people hate it being back because you lose your monster, but I mean, if you use it, it is a great win for a quick synchro, or you stealing their best monster. I mean, it's got a lot of uses.
Very funny against a Burning Abyss deck when you take their Dante off them and use it if you're using a Light Swan deck. That wound up a lot.
Our next card is Cursed Seal of the Forbidden Spell.
Basically, like a Trap Jammer without being Trap Jammer. If that makes any sense.
It's Trap Jammer without screwing yourself over.
Pretty much.
That's pretty much all I'm going to say about that. Awesome card. Oh yeah, and it's also a quick trap.
Same with Magic Jammer and Trap.
Is Fairy Wind. Fairy Wind, like I said before, is another Spell Shattering Arrow, except you're going to take some damage, but it's times by 3. So, it's times by 300, so I mean, if your opponent has less health than you, you can burn them worse than you get burned.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what is a good card about it if you play against if you use it in a Burning Abyss deck against Shadows, or Shadow versus Burning Abyss, so on, so on.
Yeah. Next is Street Flush. Okay, this card is amazing for Noble Knights, and it really is an amazing card for Noble Knights. I usually run 2 in my Noble Knight extra deck just because, I mean, it gets rid of that pesky back row because sometimes Noble Knights run into it and they can't stop it.
Also, it is a first gen edition card that is cheap. That is actually, it's overpowered but cheap and works well.
Alright, well that's all the main cards we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about a little bit of the extra deck. Next is Castel Rising Star. This guy, I used to never see him, but now I see him in everybody's decks. Everybody's got to use this card.
Yeah, he's a great card because
quick win condition. He's a 2,000 meter, and then he gets rid of their main monster. I mean, that's really nice.
Or you can, if you feel like being a bit of a dick, you put it into defense mode.
Yeah, true.
Which no one ever does. I can't remember anyone said.
Let's get rid of it.
Yeah, you want to get rid of it. You don't want to put it into defense mode, do you?
Yeah. Next is Dark Matter. Now, this guy, when he comes to TCG, you're going to see him a lot more.
Yeah.
He is a nasty card. Asian Eyes has talked about him. A lot of YouTube going fans have talked about him. Once he gets to TCG, he's going to be a nasty little card to deal with. He gets attacked up to twice per turn, and that's just it. You can use the effect from a Galaxy Eyes. So if you get another Galaxy Eyes on field, you can special this card from another Galaxy Eyes. aka you're getting a free XYZ from
with 4,000 points.
Material from this card. That's really nice.
The only problem is though, it's an easy counter.
Next is Starter. I never see nobody running this card, and I do not know why. I understand that he's one hell of a card to bring out, but once you bring him out, he's one hell of a card to get rid of.
Yeah, and he's got 3,200 points of damage and 2,800 defense, so either way, it's quite useful.
I love this. If someone tries to bottomless trap hole your starter, they can't.
And it's cheap.
cheap card, knowing all the power and stuff. Next is the Fright for Tiger. Fright for Tiger is the new one in the Fright for little community. It's a pretty nasty card itself. I love it to death. That's pretty much all I got to talk about, guys. I mean, a little bit of everything. A little bit of overpowered, and a little bit of need to watch out for, and a little bit of surprises.
Yeah, but just before we end, guys, if he will very nicely hover over the Dark Magician for us, we would love to show you the brand new Dark Magician card.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I love this. I love the art in this. The new Dark Magician artwork looks really nice.
And he's also...
Speaking of which, guys, I'm going to be on his channel a lot more now, doing these type of videos like this. I make decks, I make Yu-Gi-Oh decks like everyone else, but I make sure the deck has no flaws and is made for this type of shit.
Yeah,
it's
so
made for
guys...
being outside Dueling Network, and it is overpowered in Dueling Network.
So yeah, guys...
I'm going to leave this here. You guys can pause and see what you want out of the decks I've built so far. Just put it down in the comments, and I'll show you what my builds are.
Hey guys, so that's pretty much Yu-Gi-Oh! Time Lord and Unknown Noah signing out.